Okay, so as for the typefaces, we will show some examples of the usage guidelines of the new typefaces and why we didn't choose the two proposed typefaces, the Work Sans and the Zodiac Sans. So we are suggesting three typefaces for the Planet 4 interface: the BBAS Neo Pro, which is an alternative typeface to Zodiac Sans; the Source Sans 3, which is an alternative typeface for the Work Sans; and we will keep the Source Serif Pro for the body text. So as for the hierarchy, we will be using BBAS Neo Pro for display headings and the largest text on the page. The Source Sans 3 will be used for headings, subheadings, and shorter text. And we will use the Source Serif Pro for longer body text. So we use the Source Sans 3 as an alternative typeface to Work Sans because it has letter forms that are slightly condensed, allowing them to fit into tight spaces within a UI and remain well-defined even at smaller sizes. So we can see in the example on the right that Source Sans 3, unlike Work Sans, it's more efficient as it saves more space in the UI. And also Source Sans 3 is a readable and legible typeface designed particularly for a user interface. So first we did the IL1 test to see if the letters have distinct shapes for legibility. And it also has letters with open shapes that are easier to read, especially in smaller sizes. And also the Source Sans 3 is an open source typeface that can be found on Google Fonts website. We also use BBAS Neo Pro as an alternative typeface to Zodiac Sans. Well, both are condensed typefaces, but Zodiac Sans has less white space within the letters, thus making the blocks of text intimidating to look at. And the purpose, Zodiac Sans was meant to be used also for all caps and not for smaller ones. And this is a page with usage example. So we use the BBAS Neo Pro for the headlines, for the header of for the title of the header, the Source Sans 3 for the buttons and the menu items, and the Source Serif Pro for the intro text. And this is another example of the post page. So we use the BBAS Neo Pro for the post title, the Source Sans 3 for the headings, and the Source Serif Pro for the body. And also this is a demo page with all the fonts applied. So the BBAS Neo Pro for the title of the post page, the Source Serif Pro for the body text, and the Source Sans 3 for the headings in between. So yeah, this is it for the typefaces. Over to you, Mag.